Welcome back to Wager Talk TV. I'm Ross Benjamin of WagerTalk.com. It's Tuesday, May the 27th, and I have a free winning total in the game between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. Game 4 of that series, 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time, that is. And the game will be played in Indiana. And the Pacers opened as a 2.5 point favorite in this game in a total 222, but now they're just a 2 point favorite, and that total has moved down to 220 and a half. Before I get to all the specifics, my free pick analysis, and I also have a player prop play that is in this game. Just a couple friendly reminders, folks. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's 100% free to do so. Wager Talk TV, home to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world, including yours truly, Ross Benjamin. And just hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and you're all set to go. And while you're at it, go into your YouTube settings and click on the alert notification bell for Wager Talk TV. You'll be notified immediately upon any of our great content going up on our great channel. All right. So my source that I use when I look at betting trends, and when I say betting trends, I'm talking about percentage of money bet and percentage of tickets wagered on a side or a total. As it applies to the total in this game, an enormous amount of betting tickets have gone to the over, and also an enormous amount of money has gone and been wagered on the over in this game. And thus, you're looking at a total of 222 has moved down to 220 and a half, despite all that money and all those tickets being wagered on the over. Folks, that's surely a sign to me. It's a sharp money move. So, and I can't disagree with it. And let me tell you why. Since 2022, the New York Knicks under Tom Thibodeau, when they're playing games 1 through 4 of a playoff series and the total is 209 or greater, and they're either coming off a win or a loss by 5 points or fewer. They're coming off a win in this case. 12-2 to the under, all under Tom Thibodeau. That's for the New York Knicks. That's 86% and a combined score of 211.9 points per game. The Knicks, again, they're coming off a 106-100 win in their previous game to close the Indiana Pacers leading the series to 2-1 and staying alive. And that game easily went under the total of 223 and a half. And I was pretty happy about that because I had the under 223 and a half as my premium pick in this contest, I should say, in that game 3 contest. Now, that game went under despite the fact there was a combined 63 free throw attempts in game 3. And that's an inordinate amount of free throw attempts, even for an NBA game. And not only that, the teams combined to go 54 for 63 from the free throw line, 86%. And yet, that game went under the total by 17 and a half points. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're not going to see 63 free throw attempts or anything close to that tonight. And if we do, we're not going to see both teams combined to shoot 86% from the free throw line. So again, little things like this has led to a lot of success I've had in the NBA playoffs in recent seasons. The Knicks have been very good in recent playoff games of slowing teams down as well. And that's important. Pace of play, folks. The Knicks have allowed 86 field goal attempts or fewer in 6 of their last 7 games. And those games are against Indiana and Boston. Really good offensive teams. The Pacers, by the way, have played 5 games at home this year against opponents like the Knicks that have a 600 to 700 win percentage. And that's 600 to 700 at that particular moment in time. So that's occurred 5 times, 5 at home, and 4 of those 5 games have gone under the total. All right, so I got an NBA betting angle, and it applies to the total here. And I know some of you out there make fun of the betting angles. Most of you who make fun of the betting angles don't know the difference between a betting angle and betting trend. And I don't mean that as any disrespect, because uh, those are things that, unless you're a avid sports bettor or do this on a professional basis and it's your livelihood like I do, um, it's easy to understand why you can't decipher the difference. So a betting angle is league wide, folks. Okay. A betting trend has to do with a specific team, excuse me. So this is a betting angle, a league-wide betting angle. And not only that, it has to do with conference finals and NBA finals game. So since 2020, any NBA conference or NBA final game involving a home team like Indiana, who has at least one win in a series, and their total is 206 and a half or greater, and teams like Indiana had 39 or fewer rebounds in their previous game. Those games have played 12 and 0 to the under since 2020, and the average combined score in those 12 contests was just 204 points per game. So I'm going to go with the New York Knicks and Indiana Pacers to go under the total of 220 and a half on Tuesday, May the 27th. I also have, like I alluded to at the top, a player prop, and it has to do with TJ McConnell. And we're looking at rebounds, points, and assists combined. And TJ McConnell's number right now at DraftKings in that regard is 14 and a half. McConnell has exceeded this number in all three games of this series, going 16, 16, and 17 when combining his points, rebounds, and assists. And he's also done so in 5 of the last 6 games. So he's really been good in that regard in terms of exceeding this number of 14 and a half in 5 of the last 6 games. And look, here's the thing. In the playoffs this year, he's only averaging 16 minutes per game. He's a valuable bench piece, but he's so productive in those limited amounts of minutes that he plays. As a matter of fact, during the postseason right now, this postseason, he's averaging 16.3 rebounds plus points plus assists per game. We're going to go with TJ McConnell to go over his total of 14 and a half points, rebounds, and assists for Tuesday, May 27th. All right, stay with me, folks, because I know I'm done with the game and I gave you the picks, but also something you should be aware of. Last chance to get on our Wager Talk summer celebration. And that's going to take you right through Labor Day. 97 days of uninterrupted access to the handicapper of your choosing, expert selections, and that amounts to less than $5 a day and around $40 a week for that package. To put that in perspective, a 90-day package right now at Wager Talk is valued at $849. You're going to get 97 days for just $579. That's a saving. That's another 7 days and a savings of, if my math is correct, $270. All access pass. Take advantage of that, and I will hope you do so with me at my personal link at Wager Talk, wt.buzz/RB, and I'll tell you why you should seriously invest that $579 on me up until Labor Day, and then I would hope after that's done beyond, but let's take one step at a time. First of all, my NBA postseason wagers, 141 and 102, 58%, plus $11,039 based on $100 per unit since 2022. That's getting it done, folks. NBA postseason sides, 79 and 50, 61% since 2023, and those have produced a net profit of $8,354 based on $100 bet per unit in our grading system. Major League Baseball, 15 and 7 with my last 22, 68%, plus $2,247. All sports, 11 and 6 with my last 17, and 21 and 13 with my last 34. That's good for 62% and a net profit of $2,003 based on $100 bet per unit. So a lot to like there in terms of long-term streaks and specific sports. And again, 579, 97 days, right up until Labor Day from yours truly, Ross Benjamin. That's less than $5 a day. That's around $40 per week. Take advantage of that offer, folks, because it's the last chance. It's a limited time offer. Also, folks, it's $5 Tuesday over at Wager Talk, and I have an NBA 22-0 double angle winning side in tonight's Knicks and Pacers game. Normally priced at $25 today because it's $5 Tuesday, 80% off. Just $5 gets you the winner. And I already told you how well I've done long term with my NBA postseason picks. So until the next time, take care and God bless, folks.